Welcome back, guys. I have some more thoughts today. Today I'm going to be delving into the perception that atheists are offended by Christian culture in America. There's a common perception of active atheists in America that we're very aggressive and intrusive with things regarding the separation of church and state. A lot of Christians in particular feel rather offended and attacked by active atheists that argue against things like prayer in school, under God in the Pledge of Allegiance, in God we trust on U.S. currency, and nativity scenes at civil buildings. I find that there are a lot of misconceptions from the people that are feeling attacked by these actions, and it's really frustrating to deal with, and I feel like we really need to clear some things up. Number one, we are not trying to take anything from you. We are not trying to ban prayer anywhere. We are not trying to ban your belief in whatever you want. We are not trying to ban your freedom to express your opinion. That is all fine and well, and that is encouraged. What we are trying to prevent is anyone of your faith imposing on other people. Say, for example, the Pledge of Allegiance. We don't care if you think that this is one nation under God. We really don't, and we don't care if you say it. That's fine. We're not trying to take that belief away from you or your freedom to express that belief. Here's where the problem comes in. The Pledge of Allegiance in America is one of those things that is either required or damn near required. And the problem of having one nation under God in there is if someone in the classroom or sports event or wherever the pledge is being said doesn't share that belief, even if it's the majority belief, you're forcing them to say something they don't believe or face the social consequences. At this point, a lot of Christians will start defending, saying that no one has to say the Pledge of Allegiance or say one nation under God. If they don't feel that way, they should just not say that part and sit out. But don't take the pledge away from everyone else that wants to say it. There are two problems with that. One of them super technical, and I don't really consider it to be all that important other than just purely principle. But the United States has separation of church and state, and the having one nation under God in the Pledge of Allegiance does not abide by that at all. The second reason we argue against keeping the pledge as is, as much as Christians would enjoy it, is much more serious, and it's the reason why separation of church and state is so important. I will agree that in most cases, someone opting out of the pledge or part of the pledge is tolerated. However, there are numerous occasions where that is not the case. In our relatively short history as a country, there have been numerous occasions where someone was not a part of the Christian majority, and they would opt out of the pledge or not say prayer in school, things of this nature, and when they were found out by a particularly overzealous Christian person or group, that person would be ostracized, harassed, had death threats against them. The list goes on and on. When atheists defend a separation of church and state with things like taking one nation under God out of the pledge, that's our way of trying to defend and protect those people that would be ostracized and be put in danger. And please understand, while in this case, atheists are one of those people that would be harmed, understand that if the tables were turned and the Muslims were the majority and they were flipping it and treating Christians this way, we would have the exact same arguments against it because we would feel that you needed to be protected. I implore the Christians watching to please try to understand we are not trying to pick on you or take things away from you. We might not agree and we might share those disagreements, but when we defend the separation of church and state, we are doing our part to make sure that there really is liberty and justice for all, not just any one religious or non-religious group. Hopefully this example of the Pledge of Allegiance will help others understand other areas of interest for active atheists. The same concepts can be applied to those other concerns of ours. It has nothing to do with being offended by the Christian position. It has everything to do with how everyone is allowed to treat each other. I actually had a lot more in my mind that I was going to put on a video this time around, but I think I made a pretty big point, and so it'll just have to wait for future videos. So until next time, guys, thanks.